All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to demystify a set of tools that are tackling some of the biggest what-ifs in business today. We're talking about the SAP CX AI Toolkit. We'll break down exactly what it is, how it actually works, and why it's such a big deal for anyone obsessed with customer experience. You know, if you run a business, you've definitely got that list of what-ifs, right? What if we could really understand our customers on a deeper level? What if our operations could be way more efficient? Let's dig into some of those big, game-changing questions.
I mean, think about it. What if a customer could just snap a picture of a shirt they love and your website instantly pulls up every similar item you have in stock? Or, and this is a big one, imagine the sheer number of hours you'd save by automatically generating killer product descriptions for your entire catalog in like 5 different languages. And what if you had an AI assistant just ready to go 24/7 answering customer questions? Well, these aren't just daydreams anymore.
Yeah, all those things we just imagined, that's not science fiction. It's a fundamental shift in what's possible, and that shift is happening literally right now.
So, the big question is, how do we make all those what-ifs a reality? Well, the answer is something called the SAP CX AI Toolkit. But what exactly is it?
Okay, so here's the most important thing to get. This isn't some separate piece of software you have to try and bolt onto your existing systems. It's a whole collection of AI tools that are already built directly into the SAP Customer Experience platform. It takes all the data you already have, your sales history, your customer service notes, your product info, and uses it to make every single customer interaction way more intelligent.
And who is this for? Well, it's perfect for retailers who are juggling these massive global product catalogs. It's for B2B manufacturers selling through all kinds of different channels. And it's for any service provider who's trying to make sense of those super complex customer journeys. Basically, if you're a leader who wants to build real trust with your customers and make your team more efficient, this is built for you.
Now you're probably thinking, okay, AI's everywhere these days. What makes SAP's approach any different? And that's a fair question. So let's look at the why behind their whole strategy. It really comes down to 3 big ideas. First, it's rich in context. This AI doesn't just see a transaction, it understands your specific business, your products, your supply chain. Second, trust and openness. We're talking about enterprise-grade security here, so your data is safe. And third, and this one's huge, co-innovation. SAP actually works with you to build the solutions you need. They don't just hand you a box and walk away.
This quote from SAP's Thomas Saueressig just nails it. The goal isn't just to use AI. It's about shaping it to fit your company's unique vision. It's really the difference between being a passenger on the AI train and being the one driving it. Okay, so that's the philosophy. But what about the results? Let's look at the actual evidence and see the real, tangible benefits that this approach brings to the table.
It all starts and ends with the customer. The whole idea is pretty simple. The better you understand your customers, the better you can serve them. And that better service, powered by AI, leads directly to more revenue. It's a straight line.
And believe me, people want this. Just look at the numbers. A staggering 80% of consumers say they're more likely to buy from brands that give them personalized experiences. So yeah, personalization is no longer a nice-to-have. It's an absolute must.
And when you deliver on that expectation, the results are huge. We're talking a potential revenue bump of 10 to 15%. And that's not just some abstract number. That means higher conversion rates, bigger shopping carts, and customers who keep coming back for more.
But listen, the benefits aren't just on the customer-facing side. This toolkit also has a massive impact on your internal operations. It frees up your teams to focus on the stuff that really matters. Just think about your customer service teams. You could see a drop in operational costs of around 30%. Why? Because you're automating all the routine, repetitive tasks, which lets your highly skilled agents focus on solving the really tough problems where they can make the biggest impact.
Okay, the numbers are pretty compelling, right? But what does this stuff actually look like in a day-to-day workflow? Let's get really practical and see this toolkit in action. So in SAP Sales Cloud, this means your sales reps can get an instant AI-generated summary of any deal, and it'll even suggest the next best steps. The system can draft personalized prospecting emails based on what a buyer is actually interested in. It's all about spending more time selling and less time doing admin.
Now, for your service team, it's all about speed and quality. AI can generate automated responses to common questions, which speeds up resolution times like crazy.
An agent can get an instant summary of a customer's entire history, giving them that full 360-degree view in seconds. It just means faster, better support.
And in Commerce Cloud, this is where it gets really cool. The AI can automatically tag all your products, making your catalog way smarter. It can generate dynamic marketing copy for different countries and cultures, and it powers that awesome visual search feature we talked about at the beginning, letting people literally shop with a picture. So, the potential here is obviously huge. But how do you go from this cool idea to actually implementing it in your business? Let's walk through the roadmap for making AI a reality.
The great thing is, this isn't some chaotic, overwhelming process. It's broken down into really clear, manageable steps. You start by defining your goals, like what problem are you really trying to solve? Then you make a plan, you set up the models, and you run a small pilot test. This lets you get feedback and prove the value before you go all in. And of course, you're always monitoring and optimizing along the way.
And here's a fantastic pro tip. Seriously, this might be the best piece of advice in this whole explainer. Don't try to do everything at once. Start with one quick win, a use case that's going to show clear, measurable results fast. Nailing one thing, like cutting your support email backlog in half, is the best way to build momentum and get everyone else in the organization excited about AI.
And you know, this technology is not standing still. Not at all. SAP is already working on the next wave of features, like AI shopping assistants you can literally have a conversation with, and AI that can translate all your content instantly. This thing is constantly evolving.
Which brings us to our final thought for today. As AI becomes totally standard in business, the big question is no longer if you're going to use it, it's this. Are you just adopting AI, or are you actively shaping it to fit your unique vision and drive your business forward? Something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.